Hey, thanks for stopping by Mystic Messages. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I hope everyone's doing great today on Saturday. Today's message is from Source. Please remember these messages are timeless and will be received in divine timing for those who need to hear it. As always, they won't resonate with everyone. So if they don't, if they don't apply, let them fly. You're welcome to come back for the next one. Okay, so let's do this. Today's message again is from Source for specific individuals out there. They have to learn the hard way. Many of you have been under a spiritual attack lately, psychic attacks. You have a lot of negative energies and influences around you, family members, friends, or people who you thought were family member and friends were actually placed in your life as a lesson. Okay? Source needs you to understand not to retaliate in any way. Don't wish any ill harm. It's being taken care of. These people who have tried to hurt you in the past are being taken care of, especially for those who are on a spiritually ascending path, okay? Especially for those who are chosen, light workers, and the like. These individuals are protected, okay? So know that you are also protected. If you are seeking to live a spiritual life, you are protected from all these individuals. They can't harm you, okay? What they can do is they can cause you to behave in a manner that you don't resonate with anymore. Something that's going to lower your vibration. That's basically the motive here, to get to lower your vibration, to get you to react. Okay. The best thing that you can do from source, okay, source is directing you, is to understand where it's coming from, give it up to your higher power, whoever you resonate with, okay, source, your guardian angels, ancestors, whoever you resonate with, and let them handle it for you. Don't retaliate. If you retaliate, you're going to knock yourself steps back. I know it's hard. I know you want to retaliate. I know you want to get revenge. That's part of being a human being, but it's not part of growing spiritually. Okay? So do not allow anyone, okay, who's sending you negativity in any way, who's trying to prevent you from moving forward in any way. Don't give them the advantage. You don't have to. Okay? When you believe in yourself and you believe in your spirit guides and you believe in a higher power, all your enemies will be taken care of. Okay? And you don't have to do anything. That's the best thing about this. You don't have to lower yourself to their level for them to understand that they need to stop bothering you or that you no longer wish to associate with. I'm getting the sense that many of you out there are trying to disconnect from certain individuals in your life because they no longer serve your higher purpose. And that's cool. That's okay. And that's a difficult task within itself to do. Okay, having to completely eliminate the individuals in your life who are not serving your higher purpose or those that can't come with you. And I'm not going to say they can't. They can, but refuse to. They choose to stay in a lower vibrational existence. It doesn't mean you have to. So you have to understand that these individuals, especially when they see people rising or they see a certain shine in your spirit, they want to keep you tethered to the matrix. Okay, that's what their purpose is. There are vessels, okay, being used, and sometimes they don't even realize they're being used. And I've mentioned this plenty of times before. They are being used by lower vibrational entities, okay, to attack those who want to ascend or those who are awakened to the idea that there's more to this existence than what we see in the 3D. Okay, so if you know, you know. So please don't retaliate in any way. Don't wish any ill will. Wish them well. Forgive them for you, not for them. So that way you're not carrying their baggage with you. Okay, and Source would like you to imagine or do a cord cutting ceremony. Okay, you could either do this on your own. If you're not familiar with it, you can look uh, these practices up online, or you can find a practitioner to assist you. But I always feel that it's best for you to do it yourself. Okay, and by doing a cord cutting ceremony, imagine any type of energetic cord that's attached to you and anyone you know who no longer resonates with you. Okay, and dive into your deeper self, call upon your guides, your higher power, and ask them to sever the connection permanently, okay? To prevent these people from no longer being able to energetically sap onto your your light, because that's what they do. They're parasites. Okay, this is how they exist, trying to latch on to someone else's light. I'll give you an example. I hate to use it again. I don't want to bring up any names because I don't want to bring that energy back into my life. But I have an ex who has many um, flying monkeys. Okay, okay. My ex is a narcissist for real, a true sociopathic narcissist who has a collection of flying monkeys, and they all dabble in the dark arts of Santeria. Okay, and again, I don't belittle or berate any religion out there. There are some things with Santeria that I might not agree with, but yet I respect it for what it is. Okay, and I respect the practitioners who use it for good. But with any religion out there, okay, there's people who use it for good and for bad. Unfortunately, my ex is an individual who uses it for bad, okay? And it's dangerous. But, him and his flying monkeys don't realize that I'm untouchable. So whatever they're trying to do or I sense everything that they're doing, everything that they're sending my way. They don't understand who they're dealing with, but they're going to find out because karma is starting to hit. And karma, as you often heard, karma's a bitch, and when she bites you right in the ass, and she bites hard and doesn't let go. Okay, so you need to understand the people who are doing the same to you, who are trying to drag you down. Okay, they're starting to receive their karma, and you don't have to do anything, nothing at all. All you have to do is call upon your guides and know that you're protected and cut those energetic cords and cleanse them out of your life completely. They can't touch you. All they're doing is building up negative karma for themselves and whoever is assisting them. Okay. And, I've done, messages before on this, as a warning for them, but they didn't choose to heed the warning. They want to continue to go down a path that's going to lead them nowhere but into trouble. Okay. And the same thing goes for whoever is attacking you, those family members, those friends. In particular, I see somebody who was close with a cousin that you can no longer trust. And you know who I'm speaking about. The very person that comes to mind when I mention that to you, you'll know who it is. Okay. And that's the divine telling you who that person is. Ask the divine or whoever again that you resonate with to reveal these people to you. And they will be revealed. Okay. Okay. If you're still on the fence, ask for assistance in revealing them. And the spirit world is amazing because they will reveal these people to you through their actions, through a certain word, through a certain behavior, and you'll see it and you'll know because a light bulb will go off in your head and you say, wow, okay. And I'm going to tell you, it's not that you're not going to feel hurt. It is hurtful. It is. My heart goes out to you. It's very hurtful to find out that people who you thought supposedly loved you, family, friends, members, family members, friends, whoever, co-workers, that they didn't give a crap about you. And that's very hard to accept, because as human beings, we need to, you know, feel love and support from one another. That's what we're here to do. But unfortunately, there's the other half who choose to, malign others. Okay. They choose to harm others, whether it be spiritually, physically. These things do exist and they can affect your life, but you don't have to let them. Okay. They might be able to give you a little blip here or there, but when you're strong in your spirituality and you know that you're protected, nothing can harm you. Nothing. And like I said, again, Source wants you to know, do not retaliate as much as you want to. Don't, because that's going to drag you down. And just keep in mind, whoever these people are, whoever is assisting them, they're going to go right down with them. The karma is going to hit them just as hard as it hits the leader who's projecting this negativity. Okay, so keep that in mind. Don't retaliate. Don't get angry. Don't allow them to lower your vibration. You're better than that. And that's what they don't like. They don't like the fact that they can't get to you. That bothers them more than anything that you could possibly conjure up against them. Okay? The fact knowing that they are energetically cut from your life and are no longer allowed back in. All the goodness that you gave them, all the love that you gave them was all undeserved because they didn't know how to give it back in return, but they knew how to take. Okay? So it's very important for those who are currently ascending to understand that you need to remove yourself from these lower vibrational entities, as hard as it might be, for your own progress, if you choose to ascend further. Okay? Again, everything is a choice. Nobody's forcing anyone to do anything. Okay? We all have free will. It all boils down to, what life do you want to live? Do you want to rack up negative karma that you're going to have to pay lifetime after lifetime, or would you prefer to go into the next dimension with a clean slate, knowing that you don't have to return to this existence, knowing that there's something better out there? Okay? That's the opposite of the world that we're living in. We can only do our best right now to try to create a harmonious existence on this planet while we're here. Okay? And we're going to have a fight on our hands, unfortunately. And that's okay, because in the end, the good always wins. That's what you have to remember. Goodness and love always wins over anything. And those who project negativity against others, they are going to get their karma. Okay? And for some of them, it's starting right now. And the empath in me feels bad for them. I actually do. I feel sorry for what they have coming to them, because they have caused so much damage. But unfortunately, they brought it on upon themselves, thinking that they are above the divine, okay? That they are above the spiritual realms, when they are basically nothing, okay? They might know how to do a few little spells here or there, even on the dark side, you know? And these things do exist, people, believe me. Okay, I woke up one night finding my ex, and this is when I started to discover who he was. I felt a presence in the room. I didn't know what it was. It woke me up in the middle of the night, and I wake up seeing him whispering to some black shadow, this hovering mass over our bed, which frankly scared the crap out of me. And I automatically made it go. Okay. And we had a huge argument about that, about him doing this type of practice, which I wasn't aware of that he does at night. Okay. He really gets into a lot of stuff. I wasn't aware of it at the time, that he involves himself in necromancy. Was not aware. I was totally shocked, because he presented himself as something other than who he actually was. And unfortunately, many of you out there have experienced the same thing. And these are tests. They're tests given to us to see how we're going to react to it, okay? To see if we're going to allow it to take us down or move us forward. And again, it's our choice. Okay, I want to thank everyone for being here. I want to thank you for your messages and likes, those who have placed them out there. I know the collective is small. Unfortunately, a lot of that has to do with what's going on with my ex trying to prevent this channel from moving forward. But that's cool. You know what? Because in the end, the channel will move forward. And there's not a thing they can do about it. Not him, not his coven, not whatever. They cannot do anything about it. All they're doing is asking for more trouble, because this is not my channel. To me, this is God's channel. Okay, I am doing a job for God. Okay, not for them. I don't work for the dark side. I work for the Most High. Okay, so again, I don't even place this channel as being mine. I'm doing what I've been asked to do. Okay, and it's going to move forward, regardless of what anyone tries to do with it. And those who understand what this channel is about will be able to join in this collective, and those who don't, don't. That's fine. But anyone who's trying to put any negativity out here towards this channel, or towards myself, or my loved ones, or my environment, is going to find themselves in a heap of hot water. Okay? And they're causing it themselves. Unfortunately, it's too late for them, because they've been warned repeatedly, and they continue to go down this path, including the flying monkeys out there. You know who you are. Initials K, J, following the initial R. You know exactly who you are. And if you think you're fooling anyone, you're not. Okay, so we're going to leave it at that. And I want to wish everyone well, including my enemies. I wish them well, wish them no harm. I release them with love. They will never ever be able to be in my energy again. And I want to encourage everyone else, and give everyone else the same strength to be able to do the same for themselves, because I know you can. You're better than that. You're better than these people that are trying to harm you. You're on a path. You're going to continue to go forward, and nothing is going to stop you because you are protected. Remember that. Okay, we're going to leave it at that. I want to thank everyone for stopping by, and we'll see you again soon. Take care.